Good evening. This is Melissa with the StockSwoosh.com, and tonight I'm going over a gap down today, which was VVUS, VVUS. This was not an earnings play. Okay, this was a gap down on a downgrade, and it ended up working and going to the first target. Didn't go beyond that. Worked. It was a nice little move in the day. I really just gave up on this way too soon. I wasn't crazy about anything today. I got to be honest with you. I was not crazy about anything today, and I just. I had this thing this morning. I had it. I liked it, and I just gave up on it too soon. What can I say? And it went to the target. Went to the target. Really, the next target on this is right in here, 1260. I didn't think it would go there today. I thought it would go to 1345, which is the pre-market low, and that's exactly where it went. It went to 1344, and then it bounced. And here is the next target. Nothing special today. This thing doesn't run a lot in a day. The total move in the day today, I think the range was like 60 cents, which is normal average for this. I had a lot of conviction in it working. It stayed under 14. And we'll look at the play here, but I shorted this in here, okay, this break of 80, okay, and chunked it down into here. And I just killed it. I just gave up on it. For some unknown reason, I have no idea why, I just lost conviction to hold this and just hold it down to the 45 area. I don't know why. I was so not aggressive today with the market doing what it was doing, and this wasn't a fabulous gap. I had conviction it was going to work in the morning, and I watched it, but I just... for some reason, I just decided to chunk out a day today instead of just following these things through. And I could have been more all over this. I could have had more size in this. I could have held this down to the target. It went there, and it went there by lunchtime, and I just kind of gave up on it. Just kind of gave up on it. Just got this flush into here, and then killed it. So it ended up working out. This isn't a pretty 5-minute, all right, but the numbers work, all right. Popped up, held 14. Retested 14 again up here and held and came right back down. So it's a play. I mean, this is a setup, okay? And if you took the 5-minute in here, you had to have your stop over the high of the day. Otherwise, you got stopped out. If you had it over the pivot, you got stopped out. See, look at that there. Had to be over the $14 hold number, which it held. And I don't know if anybody would have retaken this in here. I was watching something else. I missed this. Got this here. I don't know if you would have redone this or not if you'd seen it. This doesn't look pretty. I'll be honest with you. If you look at it here, if you're watching it real time, it doesn't look great. Okay, the numbers are good, but the setup is crap. And that's just how it was. Why? Because the gap wasn't great. That's why I wasn't looking for some huge target on this today. But it worked for a move, all right? Gave up on it a little too soon here. Could have squeezed a little bit more out of it, like 15 cents. So let's go look at the morning setup on this. And then, of course, you can't retake it. Once it hits down here at the target, you got to be out. All right, then the rally up here was way too far back, and I wasn't expecting something huge out of this today anyways. Nice little red bar, went right to the target. By lunchtime, you're done. Okay, there was no short in here. There was actually never even set up in the 15, so there was no reason to retake it. And this rally back up here is too far. Okay, it's actually an uptrend on the 5-minute chart in the afternoon, so you can't do anything with it. The morning was this one. Let's see. Really quickly in here. Okay. Now here it's set up, okay? It's set up right here, and I had 1389 written down a number, and I thought it was going to hold there. This bar looks like it's kind of scary, but I didn't give up on it actually after this bar because it held the whole number. I just didn't, hold on to the trade all the way down to where the target was supposed to be. And it was really choppy in here. Really choppy in here. The way these bars are, you can see them, it's kind of choppy. But the numbers worked. It held 14. I actually wasn't concerned about this bar than after I saw it. I was more concerned about what it was going to do, when it was actually going to go, and how far I was going to be able to take it down. I knew it didn't have a big move in it today. Really, 1345 was the maximum target I had on the day, and it went there. I just, for some reason, didn't see it through to the end. But the trade set up as good as it could have, considering the type of the gap. This was not a fabulous rated gap. When something doesn't rate fabulous, what does that mean? It doesn't mean it's not going to work. I had conviction today that this would work read as a short. But it means if it's not a great and a highly rated gap, that it's either going to take a while to set up and stop out and reset up again, okay, or not go to a big target, or not go till late. Now remember, this set up and it didn't go really to the target until 12:30. That's late. That's late, and by the time this thing really decided it was not going to go over the high of the day, it was even late because it was after 10. It was 10:15. Now you really knew it in this drop off here. This is like a base play. And when I took this, I put the stop over 86. Look at that. It was just a 6 cents stop. And it worked. I just chunked it out and didn't hold on to it. And I could have lowered the pivot on here and just taken it down. I didn't do it. I could have even added in here, and I didn't do it. You know, when you're watching something in the morning, you really want it to go, and it doesn't go in the morning. Sometimes I just decide, yeah, I'll look for something else. And then that's when I went to the VVUS and then decided to chunk out a day in that when that was holding 50. And I felt more confidence in that to maybe extend and go to 55. Didn't do it today, but I really felt 1345 was the most in this guy. And so I decided to focus on something else. Anyways, this worked for the day. The chart is lower, $12.60, $12. Those are the next targets for this thing right in here. Okay? Right in here and here. Really, here. Here's the 1263. 1228, 12. It will see that. I don't know when, but it will. I have to look up and see when the earnings are out on this for the first quarter of this year, but this chart is working and acting very nicely. All right? And it's lower. It's lower. So this is Melissa with thestockswoosh.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. Thank you and have a great night.